Oh, good morning, guys. Thanks for coming today. I think this is a special day for not only our student athletes, but the Trinity League itself and the baseball programs in this league. I'm Coach Don Barber. I'm the head baseball coach of St. John Bosco. I've been here working on my 5th year. This is my 22nd, 23rd year of coaching. Coached college for about 17 years. And moved into high school, and it's probably the best thing I ever done. Um, you know, what we teach at St. John Bosco is we're blue collar. We like to grind it out. We like to work it. It was things that are traits with me and my assistants going to Long Beach State and playing for Coach Snow. And, I try and pass it on to these guys. And, for 5 years, going on 5 years, it's worked pretty well. We've gotten some good players in. Won the Trinity League in 2017, and hoping to get back to that this year, and we'll see how we do. Um, Being in this Trinity League, we're real excited. We really feel. I mean, every one of our players feel that it's the top league around, and we feel it's probably one of the top leagues in the country. I mean, it's a 3-day grind on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday to play 3 games against the same team. But it goes to show you that if you want to be the best, you play the best, and you just go out and you have to grind it out for 3 days, and it's something that I want our guys to teach, because that's what they're going to get prepared for when they go to college. I mean, they're going to have to sit there. If guys who are going to different universities, if you're going to Long Beach, you got to play Fullerton 3 times and Cal Poly. It's a grind. So I'm glad our league does this. It teaches them how to be prepared on a daily basis. There's no days off, and we get after it. But really looking forward to this year. I think we're going to be pretty good. We got a lot of depth coming back on the mound. Defensively, I think we're going to be real good defensively. Offensively, we're just starting to hit our stride right now in our fall ball games, really swinging the bat pretty well. So if that continues, I'd look for us to, really compete in the league and throughout the year.
What's the status of DJ? He got hurt, I understand it. And what's your early impressions of him as a player? Can he contribute this year?
Yeah, DJ came out early or after football, and we had him ready, and we went down to Rancho Bernardo to play a game, and he was 92, 90, 94 with a cut on his hand, on his glove hand. Didn't know much about it. We just thought it was a cut because he had it all wrapped up, and next thing we know, he sliced his tendon in that hand, or nicked his tendon, pushing back a medicine chest, up in the counter up there. So he had surgery. He's down for 2 months. He's in a little sling that he has to move his finger, but he's still playing catch, still trying to, keep his arm going, because he wants to come back and pitch this year. Will he contribute? Most definitely.
You mentioned pitching depth, some of the pitching lineup depth. What does that give to the team having different looks for opponents?
Well, it's good. I mean, starting off with David and Kyle being our Tuesday guy and our Friday guy, it's great to have the left-handers, and we got Sammy Bradford also that can come in and pitch. He's kind of like our left-hander that I thought was going to be more of a situational guy, but he's really coming in and done a great job. How it gives looks, it's great, because they all throw pretty good, and then in the middle of that whole thing, we got Ty Collins, who does pretty well. He's throwing the ball really well. He threw the ball well yesterday for us. And, with the mix and everything, being able to see a lefty and a righty and a lefty, I think, having more lefties for us is a plus.
Yeah, Donnie, I got a question for you. These guys have been with you now for 4 years. Talk a little bit about maybe one point about each of these guys, how much value they bring to your program and what they mean to you.
Well, David here, I've had for 4 years. He's been with me since his sophomore year, and I knew what David could do. I mean, he's always been a great hitter. He can always play first base. I mean, he's about as smooth around first base as you can see. But I didn't pitch him his sophomore year, because we had our four guys with Beller and Lamelli and Kuhn and Nick Morales, he wouldn't have really got a chance to pitch. I think we pitched like 5 guys that year because those guys did everything. And then all of a sudden we lost all those guys, so I called upon him, and he came in last year and did a great job for us. I mean, we always knew we were going to get quality starts from him. The worst thing was how were we going to use him, because he's our everyday first baseman also. So we found a way to be able to do that. You know, we had a conversation. Do you want to hit when you pitch? He goes, yeah, coach. So that was a simple thing. But the value he brings to us, not only as a player on the field, but off the field, and you know, being one of our captains and stuff, he's done a great job. Kyle Moats, he came to us last year and checked into school. I didn't know much about Kyle. He moved all the way down from Fresno. The family moved, the whole thing. He came to school, and I didn't know much, and I watched him in the fall, and he was okay, and he did good, and all of a sudden he started getting better, and he, you know, and like I said, we were at a lack of pitching depth last year, and all of a sudden he becomes our Friday guy, and he threw gem after gem, and you know, always competed, got us to the 5th or 6th inning where we could use John or our other closers last year, and I mean, the value that he's brought to us and helped us is huge. And then the last guy, Sebastian Orduno, he started out on the freshman team his freshman year, and then became our starting left fielder his sophomore year. And then the last 2 years, he's been our starting center fielder. You talk about a motor that never stops. I mean, he is the Energizer Bunny. It moves and moves, and it never quits. Not only does he play great center field and lead our team off in the batting order, but he also gets on the mound, and he competes on the mound. And you know, he threw a great game last year against Mission Viejo, and you know, we can always count on him if we need to bring him out of center field just to go to the mound. We know he can do that. So he's going to be back on the mound with us this year and be our starting center fielder. And, you know, if Sebastian goes, we go. I can tell you that, because he starts it off for our team.
Coach, you kind of joked about David wanting to hit while pitching and all that kind of stuff. What's your mentality? Is that like a case-by-case basis? Because I've been noticing a lot of high schools kind of shying away from the hitter, pitcher.
It's a case by case. I mean, if they can really swing it, like this year, I'm going to use Kyle not when he pitches, but more as a pinch hitter off the bench when he's not pitching. I think it takes a lot, and I think you have to know the individual if he's going to do it. Kyle's a real emotional type of guy when he's pitching, and I don't want to take that and put it into hitting. I want him to stay focused. I've seen David do this. I know he's been doing it a long time. I can trust him doing that. I would do the same with Sebastian.
Is that more of a short-term mentality, or like as far as like player development moving forward into college and hopefully pro? Is that something you're seeing as a benefit to be able to try and do the dual way?
Well, I mean, that's up to them, and it's up to their college coaches at the next level. I mean, I think David could do both. I really do. I think he's a Division I pitcher, and I think he's a Division I hitter. I think Kyle's going to be more of a Division I pitcher at this point in time, and Seabass is going to play center field for Oregon all the time. So, you know, but it just depends on the individual. You know, if we feel they can do it, then I'm going to have them do it.
Maybe could you just talk about the grind your coach was referring to? What is it like as a player? Every week that there's no easy games, I guess. So, what is that like from mental aspects? How you have to maintain, the attitude?
I'd say mentally he gets us ready. We're always prepared. That's one thing. Mental toughness is one thing that Coach Barber emphasizes through practices and games, even off the field. Like he said, blue collar, we work hard. Coming here for 4 years, I really learned that. It's been grinding into my head. We really work hard, and I think my teammates here know that we put in a lot of work, put in a lot of effort into what we do, and that's got this program really far.
How does that pretend or reflect when you're playing Trinity League teams 3 times a week, every game that is tough?
It's a competition. I like doing it. I like the competition against Olu, Marde, and so on. Playing them three games a week, you really get to know who they are as hitters, pitchers, what they're capable of, and what we need to do against them in order to come out victorious.
Right, I'm gonna have, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, go through your little things, and then we'll open up players, questions and players.
Okay. David Hayes. I'm a senior. I play first base, left-handed pitcher, and I'm committed to University of Nevada, Reno. And the main thing I'm looking forward to is league this year.
My name is Kyle Moats. I'm a senior this year. I'm a left-handed pitcher. I'm committed to Air Force Academy, and I'm looking forward to Trinity League starting again and getting to play those 3 games a week and just ready to battle it out against every team.
Morning, everybody. My name is Sebastian Orduno. I'm a senior. I play outfield, and I'll be attending the University of Oregon. And just like the rest of my teammates and the coaching staff, I'm always looking forward to those 3 games a week against one of the toughest leagues in the nation, and just ready to grind out those 3 games.
Sebastian, let's just keep it there. How do you feel that the Trinity League you've had an opportunity to play scout ball, try out for the area code teams, all that stuff, high-level events, if you will. How do you feel the Trinity League has prepared you for that? And where would you gauge the competition in the Trinity League against some of those higher-level events?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Trinity League prepares you for all of that stuff. I mean, you got guys in those events throwing 91, 92. I mean, in the Trinity League, you see that on a daily basis. You see guys throwing with the sharp curve, 91, 92, and it's just like you see once you see that every day, you kind of get used to it and you're prepared for it, and like that's kind of what sets you above those other people that kind of play in these leagues that don't have guys that throw like that, and that's why I just feel like me and my team are always prepared for high competition because we're always in high intensity games. Everything's a grind, and just all that competitiveness in that league just prepares you for anything else.
I got one, Sebastian, for you. University of Oregon. Talk about it. Maybe 1 or 2 points that really kind of attracted you to that program, and that's going to be the question for the other 2 guys too. So tell me a little bit about why you chose the University of Oregon.
Of course. I mean, for me, I've always had the standard of academics before athletics. So I mean, they really presented that to me. They had this awesome academic facility that just opened my eyes. Really, it helped me realize that they really do care about the student athletes, and that's mainly one of the reasons I chose to go there is because I want to succeed on and off the field there, and I just feel that they were there to help me with that.
Great. Kyle, same question. Talk about Air Force, and I know they're out here in California, and they've got some guys coming into Air Force. So tell me a little bit about why Air Force Academy.
For those who don't know, Air Force Academy it's insane. I tell you what, for the next 2 summers, I'm not gonna really have a summer. Basic training's first, military's first, of course, but it kind of teaches you that everything you can relate through baseball, and what our coach is for sure going to talk about and teach us through life is that life is bigger than baseball. There's always going to be something else after. And so that and the academics there, I'd put it up against a lot of the Ivy League schools because it's very rigorous, and being able to balance that with baseball, it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be one hell of a ride for sure.
What Kyle's not telling you either, he grew up always wanted to be a military guy. I found out from his parents. He always wanted to be a soldier, always wanted, had the little toy soldiers and stuff like that. So he's not telling you that.
Yeah.
That's great. Dave, talk a little about TJ Bruce and why
Bosco.
Reno.
Yeah, TJ Bruce, we found him out from Barber, I think it was 2 summers ago. We played in the 18U tournament. We brought high school guys there. He's also a Bosco Brave, and He coached at UCLA, got them a championship. I like the way he coaches. He's young. I like young guys. No offense, no offense. Yeah, it's not too far away from home. 8-9 hour drive, not too bad. I'm the type of guy I like to stay focused with school and baseball. Not too many distractions there. Let's see. It's a hitter's ballpark. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'll be very honest. I'd still love to pitch there. But TJ Bruce, he's helped me out. Jake Silverman, the assistant coach, he's the one who really talked to me. Stayed on me. They get it done there. They've won conference for the past 2 years, and I'm really trying to keep that train going. I have a teammate I used to go to Bosco last year, Julian Boyd, outfielder and pitcher, left-handed pitcher. That kind of helps a lot, and having somebody there show you the ropes, show you what's going on, and that's why I went to Reno.
Kyle, for you, talk a little bit about, if you will, what was the biggest, I guess, difference between the level of baseball you were used to seeing in the Fresno area, which is some really good baseball,
For sure.
Compared to coming into the Trinity League?
So for sure that the Fresno area it's not slacking for sure. They got some guys up there. But what's the big difference down here is that, especially from a pitcher standpoint, every single pitch against every single hitter counts. You can't take a pitch off because you leave a changeup up, curveball up, there's a good chance it's gone. And that doesn't happen in most leagues. And when you come down here, they really teach you that accuracy is important and velocity is important, and everything about you needs to be on the button. And I think that is the biggest change that we could all see.
I know last year didn't quite live up to your standards as a club. What gives you hope that this year's team can compete for a Trinity League title again?
I'd say our pitching depth will be a big factor this year. We've got a lot of arms coming in this year. Guys through last year, older, stronger, better, with a new pitching coach. He's helped us out a lot. I think pitching will be a very, very strong factor. Offense as well. We did have a really good offensive team last year, but with the help of these juniors now, because we got juniors in the lineup that can really hit the baseball, I think that will be another big factor. Defense is defense. We work hard on that every day. I think we have a shot. I'm really honest. I think we have a shot.
Don, any concerns about high school baseball going into this year, such as starting earlier, the weather, how it's going to disrupt things potentially?
I'm seeing it right now. I think the sunlight, the rainy weather, there are concerns. We're getting rained out this weekend. It's the last weekend to get yourself prepared before opening weekend on February 9th. And it is a concern. We played a game yesterday. We started at 2:45 and barely got in 6.5 innings. We couldn't even finish a game with the sunlight. So it is kind of a concern, knowing that when you do start games at 3, it changes a lot. And hopefully, you push it back to where it was. Usually we start on the 24th or around there. You had a little bit more sunlight. You could start at 3 and be okay, but we'll have to see. It's tough coming back. We all get back into school January 9th or whatever, and you got like a month to go, and that's the thing we've been really harping on. We got a month. Let's go. We got to grind. Let's go. There's no, you can't take it off, but the weather's been hurting us a little bit.
Could be a lot of ties.
Could, or a lot of rainouts, which really hurts the schedule.
Donnie, staying on kind of the state of high school baseball, as a former college recruiter, former college coach, what's your take on the direction of where recruiting's going? A few years ago it was, you had a couple freshmen that never played varsity baseball commit, and it was a big deal, and now we're seeing 8th graders commit. What do you think is the overall impact on the game of high school baseball, and then the trickle up effect, if you will, to college ball?
Well, I think that the game of high school baseball is great. I mean, I like I said, I thought it was the best decision of my life to leave college and come here to be able to help the younger kids. You know, I was never a one when I was recruiting to sit there and go try and get a freshman or a sophomore. I just think with the male athlete, they got a lot more maturity that needs to happen, you know, and to sit there and put some money into a young kid like that, it's hard to say, you know, but I think with the new rules that are now going to be applied to college baseball, you can't go, I guess, talk to a coach till your junior year, September of your junior year. You know, you can start going on official visits your junior year. I think that's a lot better, and it might stop all the young recruiting, but it just goes to show you that high school baseball players are getting better and better and better. I mean, that's why these college coaches are doing it. For me, I didn't like doing it. I mean, but, you know, high school baseball is great. I mean, it shows right here in the Trinity League. I mean, you got a lot of sophomores playing on varsity. You got some, maybe a couple freshmen. You got some good young players that are playing on real quality teams in this league.